Never heard. I'm sure you've never heard of private prisons, and I'm about to rattle your world right now. So let's say hypothetically I own a private prison and I want to make money. It's a company, not like a government funded or a state funded prison. This is a private company that is holding people incarcerated because they get paid by the government to make profit. So your goal is to get as many prisoners as you possibly can, because the more prisoners you have, the more money comes into your prison. An estimated private prison will make around $374 million yearly. So me as a business owner, I own the private prison. How can I get more money? How can I increase profits? How can I get more people incarcerated? How can I promote violence as much as I possibly can to get people to want to be criminals? Well, that's pretty easy. Let's just promote degeneracy and violence throughout music and get them singing the songs and make them think that being a gangster is really cool. So essentially, rap music, most modern rap music, it didn't used to be bad. Most modern rap music is essentially an advertisement for prisons. I'm sure you've never heard of.
Hey, yo, man. That's why it's important. We gotta stand on business. We gotta be privy, man. There's a lot of different agendas being pushed right now. You know, they've been pushing these agendas. Okay, you got these private prisons, and really, it's hip hop. They use hip hop to funnel, all right, the people into these prisons, man. And who does it mainly affect? All right, the ghettos. All right. Mainly you blacks in those impoverished neighborhoods. All right. Some of you Latinos in there too. But really they just push they just push gang culture all throughout, the West, all throughout America. Right. And then that's what's being pumped up on the TV. That's what's being pumped up on social media. Right. And then you got a lot of girls that's into street guys, hood dudes, right? So then what you get from that, right, is that you got dudes that's not even street, it's not even hood, right? They might look the part, whatever, but they're not even from the hood for real. And then they want to be involved. Why? Because they want to be able to get some, they want to be able to get some cat too, right? So then they put on this persona. They go and put tattoos on their face. They got this image. They might have to go get dreads because Sexy Red said she liked the niggas with the dreads. You see what I'm saying? Instead of actually being a man standing 10 toes down, being your own individual, you got tricked out your spot, man. Right? And now you're a commodity. And right, basically you become a slave again. Slavery is never over. Was never over. It never ended. They just transitioned it, man. So once you get tricked out your spot, once you commit a crime, you get caught, you got to do the time. And guess what? You're not even recognized as a human being anymore, man. They strip you of all your rights, and now you got to work for the government, right? You want to move the government's work, and now then the government's going to put you to work. You see what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. But, a lot of you dudes, you're not going to see it. However, the message is still going to be out there. That's okay to just be yourself, man. Stay out the way. All right? When it comes to the females, whatever, just find females that rock with you for being you. Right? Because a lot of people are under this programming. Okay? They're in a bugged out state of mind. They're just, heavily influenced by social media and the music, just like what this dude was really pretty much going into. But it's crazy how I had to be an individual that's not from our community going into it. You know what I mean? Not to say whatever it is what it is, but guess what? A lot of you rappers, a lot of you entertainers and whatnot, guess who be going to your shows, man? It's dudes that be looking like this. And guess what they dropping? They dropping the N-word. They saying all your lyrics. Right? And you just there performing for them, thinking you having a good time, you getting lit, right? But then you got people really pretty much chanting back your lyrics to you, calling you the N-word, right? Look at that, imagine that. And then what? Then you got to go back to your hood, right? Right? You going back to your hood, and then you're gangbanging on people that look like you. What a damn shame, man. just for people that look like this guy to come arrest you, for the most part. You see what I'm saying? And the cycle never ends, man. So it's like, it's crazy how a lot of dudes, they don't really see every programming. I mean, it is what it is. Not everybody's gonna see it, right? But we gotta be able to pretty much guide the youth, show the youth that there's a better way to eat. You see what I'm saying? Take their time and eventually they'll obtain the things that they want. Because what they do is that they sell us this fast life, on social media, the cars, the clothes, the beautiful HOs, you know what I'm saying? And that'll make a dude crash out for real. You see what I'm saying? Have a dude doing things he was never doing. He was never like that. Now he's like that. All for some beautiful HOs. You know what I'm saying? H to the Izzos, as Jay-Z said. You feel me? But that's all the trap right there, man. I'm telling you, that's the trap. You want to be trapping? Well, you in the trap, man. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be privy. You got to be on point. You got to stay 10 toes down, man. Don't fall for that. Because why? Your life is more important than all of that. Your soul is more important than all of that, right? A lot of people want to just lose their soul, right? And then, they're involved with, they're involved in the street life. They got to watch their back 24/7. They got to watch for the ops. They do some bullshit, BS. You might have to watch for your friends. Why? Because you got put in a position to where you may have rotted, right? And now you gotta watch for the dudes you was running with, and you gotta watch for the ops, and you gotta watch for the cops. You feel me? Like, come on, man. Don't put yourself in that position, man. Just be